postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, is what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Quick release on the RPO. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Off play action on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star deep. Turning it on! He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murphy. The sure hands, it's Clemens. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Throwing right. Makes a connection. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Beavers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them over.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State. The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
On the run, it's Barnes. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, it's a pass.
Oh, he's got some space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, I love when you make no bones about it. Bring in the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen. Give it to the fullback. Let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On target. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Hand off from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job of creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defense.
Lets it fly. He's got it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Another big completion for the Sooners, and that's right in keeping with that legacy of great quarterbacks.
Just dudes that can spin it. The offense is always fun. It's always fast. There's a lot of things about Oklahoma that you can count on. And offense and great quarterback play is always one.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something to get out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Walker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bauer. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Beavers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
To the air, it's Mateer. He's got his man. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got a man. It's Hankerson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football, distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it.
He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On 4th down, going to the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Rush, cutting after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
To the air, it's Murphy. Pressure coming, and he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Catch in the middle, it's Walker. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll field the butt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the ground with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And this team needs more of that, man. And this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Snatches it on the right. All out of space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
28, Oregon State, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. Your defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting outfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooners will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh fresh possession. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The inside handoff. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Got it in the middle, it's Hankerson. Bust through behind his pad. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's caught. It's Hankerson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
The play action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Beavers will send off the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room. It's Ott. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Working that left side now. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Oregon State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead.
28, Oregon State, 23.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. He's past the 30. At the 45 on its way. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Wheeler. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Running into the open space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle, it's Walker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Beavers! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The run to the right. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll leave it with him. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Surging forward on the sneak. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. Here's a hit. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Walker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
First down pass.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He's close to a first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Why not double the try total and go for two? Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Flips it out on the screen. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look,
Snags it on the right. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game, final drive coming for this offense. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
what a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Taking it the other way. The defense making a play to... Exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. The Beavers will try to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. From the wideout. Now the play fake. Gets away. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now,
he's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Got it in the middle. It's Tatum. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. And it's picked off by the defender. But he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Last chance coming up. Here comes the heat. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games. And